The problem with some of today's video games is that they fail to tell a story. Not just any old generic story, but a story that made the player feel as if the person they play as is just as alive as them, with feelings and thoughts. Creating characters like this is why we gamers still play games from when we were kids. The atmosphere, the characters, the setting, the story. It all played a role in what made the game memorable. So when Ubisoft released Watch Dogs in 2014, I don't think that they thought that they would be introducing one of the best psychologically and morally challenging game concepts in the modern era of gaming. See, it wasn't just a story told with a beginning conflict, a climax, and an end resolution. No, it was literally taking you through the 5 stages of grief. In fact, each act in the game was a stage in the grieving process. Don't believe me? Act 1, Denial. The player learns of the conflict that starts the protagonist down his process of character growth. In the mission Remember, Aiden blatantly admits to not being able to stop being the fox due to the fact that he can't let go of what happened. This is denial. Act 2, Anger. Players then met with a new set of issues, which includes the kidnapping of Aiden's sister Nikki and the kidnapper being his old running buddy Davian. Now taxed with getting his sister back, the path before him leads to shootouts and all sorts of acts of violence. Fueled by this anger for his dead niece and his napped sister, Aiden uses this to get the answer he desperately wants. This is anger. Act 3, Bargaining. With everything spiraling out of control, Aiden is given a chance at finding the notorious Raymond Kinney. With Raymond Kinney's help, he'll be able to decrypt info that was given to him by Damien in exchange for his sister. However, Aiden realizes that the ball isn't in his court. He needs to stay ahead of Damien if he wants his sister and the man who killed his niece. This is his attempt at trying to regain control over a situation that is completely out of his power. This is bargaining. Act 4, Depression. After everything Aiden has experienced and went through, from shootouts to decrypting undecryptable data, suddenly things look like they're coming together. Aiden has even found out that the prime suspect is none other than Lucky Quinn, crime lord of Chicago. It's all making sense. Until a hacker known as Default hacks and steal all of this data. The only thing that can help save his sister and get the answers to who killed his niece. Overcome with hopelessness, Aiden experienced the 4th stage, depression. Not only that, but this hacker has another piece to the puzzle. His trusted ally, Clara, is responsible for sending the henchmen after him. Now it's time for the final act, Act 5, which is acceptance. Everything boils down to this moment. After getting the answers Aiden was looking for, he rescues his sister. It's time to take out the trash. After being sent on a high-intensity run around Chicago, Aiden has a final showdown with Damien, which leaves with one bullet between his eyes. In the end, Aiden realizes that while he can no longer change the past, he can use his unique abilities to protect.
And if necessary, to punish.
See, the entire game was built around grief. In fact, it became grief incarnate. Aiden resonated with us as players because of his badassery and the remorseless approach to punishing those who wronged him. Most of us experienced a moment in life where the moral route didn't seem like true justice. In this game, you get to experience something that only a video game or a movie can depict, and why these types of stories sit with us after a while. Because Aiden wasn't just an uncle or an auntie. He was a fox, the vigilante. He didn't just kill for fun. Well, depending on how you played the game, he didn't. But his heart was set on making past crickets straight. This game showed us the side of grief that most of us could relate to if it wasn't for moral constraints. The way that this game submerges us into grief with the character in such a unique way It's the reason why Aiden Pierce is still one of the best protagonists in a game and is still talked about over a decade later.